Hi students, this Fluency lesson is about reading with intonation and decoding words with R-controlled vowels. We will be using Fluency Passage 2.11, My Research Report. First, let's think about intonation. Expression is how a text sounds when reading it aloud. Intonation is part of expression. Intonation is the way our voices rise and fall when we are reading as a way to express meaning. When reading aloud, fluent readers add intonation appropriately. So you can use intonation and you can use the opposite of intonation, which would be a monotone voice. And nobody likes listening to a monotone voice. So I'm going to read part of this part here with a monotone voice, and then I'll read it with intonation, and you can hear the difference. Settle down, class, announced Mr. Rodriguez. This month's writing assignment will be a research project about an accomplished author. After researching the writer's life and works, you will prepare a written report with at least 10 factual details. Finally, you should be prepared to share your report with the class. Did you notice the difference? At the beginning, I used a monotone voice. At the end, I used good intonation. So this is something we're going to be practicing as we read the article for today. My research report. Settle down, class, announced Mr. Rodriguez. This month's writing assignment will be a research project about an accomplished author. After researching the writer's life and works, you will prepare a written report with at least 10 factual details. Finally, you should be prepared to share your report with the class. The room quickly filled with the distinct sound of murmuring as students discussed various options. Some made their choices immediately, but I was stumped, so I asked for assistance. I'm stuck, I confided in my teacher. Can you help? It will help if your selection is someone you feel a genuine connection to in some way, he replied. Then he asked, is there a particular author your family often reads? I paused for a moment to think, and then shouted, that's it! We read poetry by Shel Silverstein all the time. I've even memorized a poem he wrote. Thank you. I felt relieved to have made a fantastic decision and was eager to begin exploring the life of Shel Silverstein. I vividly recalled my parents reading his poems to me when I was younger. So, despite being stuck at first, I realized that I would really enjoy this writing assignment. My initial research revealed quite a few interesting facts about Shel Silverstein, his life, and his poetry. I discovered that he encountered significant challenges, but that he used some of these experiences to help him become a better artist. While he is most well known for his poetry and children's book, he also is an accomplished cartoonist. I didn't know that. Additionally, he won 2 Grammy Awards. That's impressive. I am so glad I chose to write my report about Shel Silverstein. How was my intonation as I read? Skip the video back and practice reading along with me before moving on. Something I noticed as I was reading was there were quite a few R-controlled vowels inside of that text. R-controlled vowels are vowels with an R next to them that make them say a different sound. A lot of times people call these the pirate vowels because they sound like R or air. So let's look at or first. Or words like order, uproar, and warn can be spelled in 3 different ways, like O-R, O-A-R, or even A-R. R words like AR words like square, repair, and vary have that air sound, but they can be spelled A-R-E, A-I-R, or even just A-R. Then R words like sharp are usually just spelled with an A-R. Notice that A-R is the trickiest spelling because it can be found with all 3 sounds. Let's look at the words with R-controlled vowels from the passage, My Research Report. The first one I see is the word works. It has an OR, and we say works. The word prepare, A-R-E, says air, prepare. Report has an OR for report. Various has an AR, but it sounds like air, various. Memorized, OR, memorized. Parents, air, parents. Cartoonist, R, cartoonist. Awards, R, awards. Can you find more examples of R-controlled vowel words in this text? Now it's your turn to practice. The passage and a timer are at the bottom of the page. Read through them and practice a few times, then record for your teacher. Have fun reading!